All right, so it's 8 o'clock, 8:06 right now, Central Time. What I'm doing is setting up for the day here as far as what entry I'm going to take. So, what I like to do is write what my entries and exits are going to be the night before to just ensure that I at least have a plan going into the day. So we're on an overall, I trade crude oil. Crude oil is already on an overall downtrend. However, we've been respecting this previous resistance as support, and we made a couple of bounces in this area. So from my market overview, it looks like we have a little bit more room to try to go to the upside before we continue our move back down. So today I'm looking to get into buys from the 4 hour. We have an engulfing candle here. The 1 hour we have two double bottoms, and on the 4 hour we're creating a little doji. So right now I'm looking for opportunities to get into a buy. What I like to look for is, again, what I had written down as far as my plan. And then I like to look for a pattern on the 15-minute chart. And my plan played out overnight. So now what I have to do is I have to look for a entry still based off of my plan. So if I'm looking to get into buys at a hold of 74.26, which has already happened, then it's respecting my plan, but now I just need to find a entry. So I look for patterns that are giving me an entry to the upside. So I like to see double bottoms on a demand zone. However, if we're in an uptrend, I like to see a retest of the previous level. Before I take an entry. So let me get my accounts right. As far as my risk management plan, I have a bracket strategy set up. So I have different types of brackets depending on what the charts are giving. So if it looks like we're in like a good space where we could potentially continue a run up or a run down, I like to let it run a little bit more. However, I'm set to lose. If I were to lose, I'm set to lose $300. So 15 points on 2 contracts. But I trade around 1 to 2, 2 to 3 contracts, and 3 contracts max. But I have my bracket already set up to stop me out if my plan is just completely going against me. The max I should lose is about 300. per trade, and that's 2 contracts. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just kind of mark some areas on the 2-minute that I'm seeing of interest. Okay, so we're creeping up on the NY session. So um, I do not trade the first 15 minutes of the NY session if it's too volatile, which normally it is. The only reason why I would trade the first 15 minutes is if there was like a super clear entry. But other than that, I pretty much stay away from the 15-minute start of the day in the NY session. So we're creeping up on it. It looks like we could possibly continue this move up, especially since, again, we have on the 4-hour chart. Let's do that one. So on the 4-hour chart, we have this beautiful engulfing candle. So we have a double bottom on this 4-hour chart. We kind of popped from here a little bit, but then we came back down. We didn't go past this level I have marked, this 74.05, which was my entry for today. That already happened, but we're holding this level. We're engulfing this candle, and so far it looks like the breakout candle from the on the 4-hour side is pretty weak as far as for the downside. So I'm looking for potential entries still to the upside to just finish this retest of my trend line up here. So it looks like like I said, just a little bit more to go before we react again to try to retest the downtrend that it looks like it's in. And that area that also that it has room to go is also an area of a gap fill. So it is a magnet area to make a move. So all right, let's see what we got. It looks like my 15-minute, it looks like we are in control. The daily buyers are in control. As we can see, we got an inside bar on the daily. Today, right now, it is looking like a buy day for sure. It's 4-hour, like I said, engulfing candle. 1 hour, we got a long wick from the bottom. It looks like it wants to break out. Buyers are still in control. 15-minute, it looks like on the 15-minute we've already had a pretty much a run up. However, this will count as like a retest candle. So depending on how this 15-minute candle closes and then the next one breaks out, that will determine if we're going to respect this resistance and do a move back down. So what I like to do at this point, once I see my patterns, which this is again, is hitting a resistance or an area where we dropped, we got an inside bar on that resistance area. I'm going to mark it, and I like to mark it on the 15-minute. And the reason why I mark it on the 15-minute is because I like to go to the 5-minute chart to look for a retest. So that's going to let me know if we are continuing this move up or we're going to continue down. And it looks like we're going to continue up. So move on over. So I'm going to take a buy. If we close over this level here on the 5-minute, I will take my buys. And take that to 75.68. Well, let's see, we got a level of resistance right here. Actually at about 75.45. So I want to see a reaction around 75.45. Maybe like a retest, a small retest to hold essentially the level that it just broke through, and then we can then take our buys up before the 8:30 bell. Okay, let's switch back over. All right, so I take my trades on Ninja Trader. All right, we are moving and grooving. We may not get that retest that I would want. So we got about the 5-minute candle about to close here. Let's see what happens. It's coming with some strong volume, so I'll have to let it do what it do. All right. Okay, we're gonna take our buys.
Order filled.
See a level 7568. Okay.
Target filled.
Okay. Order done. All right. So stop was hit, $400. Um, let's see, what else do I have to say? It is, let's see, the trailing management. So what I'll do if it's moving kind of, if it's not moving as smooth or with a lot of volume, once I reach around 15 points, I'll move the stop up. So then if it stops me out, then it will stop me out in profit instead of just going completely negative. So trailing down. So that's how I also set my stops, and then how I trail it. I will manually trail it once it hits 15 points. So, all right. I hope you enjoyed my trade recap today, and I hope it made sense. It is definitely a easy strategy for me to trade as far as looking at the overall market sentiment. Based off of that, looking for my patterns on the 15 minute and any areas of value, or as in support or resistance, and then looking for that retest on the 5 minute to take my entry. That is what has shown me the most success and has made sense to me in trading. All right, have a great rest of your day. Thank you.